Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got basketball. I'm Damon Bruce. Wednesday in the NBA. It'll be the Los Angeles Clippers facing off against Elton Brand and the Philadelphia 76ers. And that's it for us in the studio. To call all the action, let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll see you again at halftime.
The NBA on two and our State Farm starting lineups. Here's a look. First for the Clippers, Chris Paul is out there with Chauncey Billups. And the big man manning the post, DeAndre Jordan. Always can be counted on, a looming presence and a force both offensively and defensively. And it's Caron Butler, and it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. And looking at the 76ers, Holiday and Meeks in the backcourt. And the man in the middle from Washington, the big guy, Spencer Hawes. They utilize his abilities to maintain that presence under the rim. And there's Iguodala, and it's Brand in at the 4.
Vinny Del Negro didn't have an easy go of it leading the way for the Clippers in his first year coaching that team, but he was able to get them to up their win total, and that's something to build off of.
Griffin, good defense by Iguodala.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
A bit ago, Doug Collins and I were able to chat. Their main focal point is going to be defense, according to him. He said, I want my guys putting a body on every shooter and battling for every rebound. This could turn into a pretty physical basketball game by the sound of it, guys.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks. They're thinking about Clark and Steve, their defense, right off the bat here.
Yeah, you're never going to go wrong putting the bulk of your effort into getting stops. I mean, that always pays off.
Yeah, for sure. And I think if that's going to be the case, if they're going to bring that style and that type of energy, they've got to be ready to go deep into their bench tonight as well.
He's got so many ways to hurt you. I mean, he is really an offensive force out there.
Well, getting back to Del Negro, Clark, I mean, this is a team that has a lot of young talent. You've got Blake Griffin to build around, but it's had a losing culture for so long. So this is a tough job. I mean, he's got to really change their style, get them to buy into playing defense and playing together, and try to build some momentum with a franchise that really never has had any.
Paul passes to Jordan. Shakes him. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line.
You could see that dunk coming a mile away. Anytime he gets in that close to the bucket, it's all over.
Tony Batiste checked in for the 76ers. Turner comes in for Meeks.
You know, guys, I like what the Clippers have done. They have added some really good young talent to build on, and they're looking to improve upon their 9-32 road record of last season.
Now here is Holiday. Batiste guarded by Jordan. It's a look. Again, Philadelphia. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And a young team like the Clippers, Steve, what do you think are some of the keys to winning on the road?
Well, it starts with defense and rebounding because when you go on the road, you can't count on making long.
And then Paul slams it in. Now let's take a look at it once again with our Spike Slam Cam.
Come on now, I didn't see. Can you believe that finish? Boy, a little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite, all right.
That was not your average, typical dunk.
Here's Iguodala. Jams it. Straight down. And that will tie this game up.
He made sure everybody saw that slam, Kevin. Stayed on the rim for a little while extra.
Maybe he wanted to give his legs a little rest there, Clark.
Got a piece of it. Fades and shoots. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 8.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
It's 1-on-1. Tries for the alley-oop. And the 76ers with possession. Trailing by 2. And Turner kicks to Brand.
Elton Brand, Kevin, got his weight down to around 255 to start the season last year to take some stress off the leg. Boy, it certainly helped him. He was productive and durable.
And Clark for Brand, an undersized power forward at 6'9". You know, Steve, his long arms and in the past his athleticism had allowed him to compensate.
Yeah, and even though his athleticism has dwindled a bit, Elton Brand is such a smart player that he's found a way to compensate. I thought he had an excellent season for Doug Collins in Philadelphia a year ago. That nice face-up jumper, good touch around the rim. I thought Elton really bounced back and had a nice year.
That one goes. Count. 8 points for Jrue Holiday.
Right out of the gate, just filling it up.
Both teams are, guys. I mean, points coming fast and furious.
And Griffin backs in. Tries in the post.
Yeah, he's struggled with his shot this quarter, and he's got to find a groove somehow.
Turner dishes to Holiday. From about 19 feet. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Holiday. Iguodala's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Shoots the 3, and again, it's the Clippers from deep. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive.
Deflected.
What a great job playing the passing lane.
Good luck. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Griffin. Unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Boy, this guy just... as calm as can be, even with the clock ticking down to 0, no pressure.
Gotta love the composure. He just didn't seem rushed at all. He just took his time and knocked it down.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers lead by 4.
How about the 3-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
And it's more NBA action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Here is Williams.
You know, even though Philly got bounced early by the Heat last year, you have to think it was a very valuable learning experience for that team, especially as young as they are.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Kevin, Jrue Holiday, the starting point guard for the 76ers, you forget just how young he is. To give you some idea, in his 3rd season, he's almost 2 years younger than their rookie draft pick from last year, Evan Turner. Despite that, he's been a mentor to Turner, who said he absolutely loves basketball. He's made my transition to the league so much easier by just being a good friend and showing me what life in the NBA is all about. Guys, their lockers are right next to one another at the Wells Fargo Center, and they could just be the Sixers backcourt of the future.
They've become a terrific tandem. Thanks, Doris. Back to what you said, Clark, about the 76ers. With their youth, any playoff exposure is a big boost.
Yes.
And Steve, Doug Collins talked about this. Hey, we're going to get great experience here for this young team.
Yeah, and a lot of their young players got to see a lot of action during that series. And, of course, playing against a great team like Miami, going against the best. There's no better experience for a young club. Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tony Batiste checked in for Hawes, and Elton Brand subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Williams against Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. All sorts of time. That's good from Williams, the assist by Meeks. It's all knotted up.
That time he found the gap in the defense to turn that one into a very easy jump shot, a warm-up jumper, if you will.
Great matchup here. This game has gone back and forth.
Multiple lead changes, just a great game, guys. Well, the Hornets couldn't overcome the Lakers in the playoffs, but Chris Paul was just magical in some of those games, particularly in Game 1. Terrific. You've got to give him a lot of respect for how he played.
Pulls it from the elbow. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. And back to Paul. You know, I had a chance to call that Laker-New Orleans series last year, Clark, and that Game 1 win and that Game 4 win. Steve, he was on another level.
Yeah, that was incredible. The triple-double in Game 4, as you mentioned, Kevin, he just completely dominated that game. The Lakers just had no answer for his penetration, and he is just a maestro out there as a point guard. So beautiful to watch.
You know, guys, most coaches prefer you drive the lane in transition, but this time the floor opened up for him out on the three-point line.
Here's Battie. Paul against Williams. Fades away. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Good team play there. You move the ball until you find the right shot for the right person.
They're a well-oiled machine, Steve. I mean, working extremely well as a cohesive unit. Every pass delivered on time and on target. A lot of ball movement and player movement. It's a thing of beauty.
Now Smith defending. Grant against Smith. Meeks passes to Battie. Over Jordan. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So both teams changing it up here. .139 left in the first half of basketball.
Things didn't really start very smoothly for Doug Collins in Philly. It was a bumpy road. I mean, he had concussion-related symptoms after taking a fall last season.
Here's Griffin. Drops in the layup for 2. Griffin's got 7.
Just another one of his many post moves down low.
Now Williams. He's got 8. Here's Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Going back to Doug Collins, he had a lot of headaches to deal with during the year. In addition to his own headaches, he had these young players to really navigate through, Steve, and you've been on that road before. Veteran coaches sometimes don't have a lot of patience. I thought Doug did with his young team.
Yeah, he did a really good job with those young guys. And, you know, people forget, Kevin, the NBA coaches, they have to deal with their own ailments, not just the players, but coaches can have some issues. It's such a stressful job, but it's nice to see Doug bounce back from those concussion issues and get healthy and lead his team to the playoffs.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, the Clippers made so much improvement last year, but one area they struggled, they only went 13-17 against the weaker Eastern Conference. So that's a number they'd like to improve upon this year. Coming back with a 3 of their own, I like that. Good response.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. This is a team that will not back down. I mean, I'm not surprised to see them answer that way.
We talk about those Eastern Conference teams and making those road trips to the West. Even the Clippers were not an easy opponent to play for them.
No, not at all. I mean, the Clippers might have been a Cinderella playoff team if they were in the East. I mean, with that 23-18 home record. And the West has so much talent. Top to bottom, it's on display every night.
Gets it to go. Griffin's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's really having a nice quarter. Made some big shots for him.
Smart call here. They'll play for 1 shot.
That's right. Try to get the last shot of the quarter here, Steve.
Holiday gets the bucket. Here is Billups. 6 points for him. Paul for 3. Good!
That's a nice way to end the half. The big 3 to take the lead as we go to the break.
Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
happy Wednesday to you. Let's keep your week rolling right along with HP at the half. The Clippers battling hard in this one. A huge advantage in points in the paint. They're having their way inside. The first half for Chris Paul, one word, fantastic. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And for Philadelphia, they've really been battling. One look at their shooting percentage from the floor, and it's easy to see why the first half broke the way it did. Lewis Williams really playing effortlessly. He's got 13 points and has set his teammates up with a few timely assists. These two enjoyed great first halves, really leading the way for both teams. We could be in for a great finish. And now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K broadcast crew for the beginning of the third quarter.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Here's Holiday. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Clippers traded away their first-round pick last season to the Cavs. At the time, because the draft was not supposed to be that great, they didn't think too highly of it, saying they didn't see anyone they particularly thought of that high in the draft. But it ended up being the #1 overall selection. We'll see how that pick pans out over the next several years, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
You know, it certainly isn't paying off in the short term.
Well, obviously, after the fact, you say, well, they should have kept the pick. They'd either have Derek Williams or Kyrie Irving right now, but it's too late now. And at the time, they were just trying to save money, and they felt like they had their positions covered.
And that one's good by Billups. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
Brand kicks to Harms, and he lays it straight in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And, very quietly, guys, Elton Brand had a terrific season a year ago for Philadelphia. His rebounding was up, shooting percentage over 50%. He did that for the first time in 4 years, so nice to see him back.
Paul's shot is off. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
I know you agree with that, Steve.
No, totally. You got to play with control and composure, Kevin.
Paul's been great. 22 points now and 3 great steals. He is in complete control of this game.
Yeah, it's just going his way. Everything falling into place.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Young comes in for Spencer Hawes. And it's Turner in for Jody Meeks. And, of course, Steve, you mentioned that. Brand's bounce-back season, he dealt with an Achilles tendon tear back in 2007. That's potentially a devastating injury.
It really is, and the credit to Elton Brand. I mean, he was able to come back, and it took him a couple of seasons, but he seems to be returning to a really good form. I'd love to see him continue to stay healthy because I think he's got a lot of good basketball left.
I thought their coach last year, in his first year with Philadelphia, Doug Collins, really put Elton in a position where it almost edited what he could do at the age he's at right now.
That's a great observation, Kevin, and you're exactly right. He put him in a nice lane that allowed him to be comfortable and productive. So, well done by Doug Collins and Elton Brand.
Young, again, Philadelphia.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
And here is Paul. He's got 23. And Griffin scores. The assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside. I think their only hope now, Clark, is to slow them down with a double team.
Well, they got to stop the bleeding, put the tourniquet on, and he's been tough to play straight up.
Billups inside the line. Rebound by the 76ers. Iguodala's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, once Allen Iverson left Philadelphia several seasons ago, it seemed like the 76ers lost their identity. But this past season, They started to carve out a niche for themselves. They're a young, athletic team that defends, and they play hard together.
The three from Billups, and another three for the Clippers.
Yeah, he's always going to pull the trigger when you give him that kind of look.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And when you move out of an era like that, you talked about that, Steve, it does take time to find an identity. Clark, you've been through that as well, and you can certainly appreciate what the 76ers are going through.
Yeah, they certainly are building a nice identity, and they're basing it on toughness under head coach Doug Collins, Kevin, and that's impressive. They're definitely a team to keep an eye on. They're on an upswing, no doubt.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Evan Turner. The Clippers also making some changes. Ryan Gomes is checked in for Butler. Bledsoe comes in for Chauncey Billups. And Mo Williams subbed in for Chris Paul. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 13.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Now, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot? So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Here is Gomes, defended by Young. 6 to shoot. Griffin, and another 3 for the Clippers.
That pass was right on the money. Set the play up perfectly.
Here's Holiday, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
Here's Griffin. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 18 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
Holiday with the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
Williams for 3. He went right down as the buzzer sounded.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know how he has the poise to make that shot look so easy.
Yep, and that's the most exciting play in basketball, guys. The buzzer beater. Unbelievable.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one.
Paul's been great. He's making passes, and he's also been hitting from deep with the 3-ball.
What a combination that is. Good, smart passing with shooting range. I don't know how you defend that.
The Clippers on top, up by 4. As the fourth quarter gets going, let's swing it over to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Spark report. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, it's the Clippers with the spark of the game that we saw with that push they made. In that last quarter, things started falling their way, and they clearly have momentum on their side as we head down the stretch in this one. We'll see if they can maintain that same kind of intensity they just showed us in the third period, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run has made a difference, guys. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what got them off and going.
Yeah, they were really able to seize the momentum at that point, and they just rode it.
Left side, Williams. Book it. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Brand, and it's blocked. Now Moon. For 3, and there's Mo Williams on the assist by 4. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. Here comes Lewis Williams. Covered by Foy. Billups gets called for the reach. That is his first foul of the game.
Chauncey Billups. First personal foul, team's first.
Here is Williams. Six on the shot clock. Meeks. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Moon. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Wasted no time on that one.
You know, guys, this is what happens with him. All of a sudden, he can erupt from the floor.
Here's Williams. Now, here is Ford. He's guarded by Williams.
And this continues to be a shootout.
Boy, I'm a fan as well as a commentator, and I love this fast-paced action. I mean, it's going back and forth, back and forth.
And the 76ers take on two more.
Now, he's talented from that range. That's what separates him from a lot of shooters.
And the Clippers call time here. And the 76ers with some changes. Spates checked in for Brand. Young comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Iguodala in for Evan Turner. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Smith. Griffin comes in for Jamario Moore. Caron Butler's checked in for Randy Ford. And it's Paul in for Mo Williams. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, I had a chance to find out what Vinny Del Negro was discussing with his players. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Outside Butler. And Griffin backs in. Fades back. And again, the Clippers good for two.
I'll tell you what, right now, that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
And the 76ers call time here. They're behind by 7. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And the 76ers with some changes. Brand comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Holiday in for Thaddeus Young. .156 left in the fourth quarter. From 17 feet out. Again, Philadelphia. And the Clippers call time here. They lead by 5. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Here's Billups. Butler dishes to Griffin. Back to Butler. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Three-pointers have been a huge problem for this defense.
Yeah, they've been a day late and a dollar short. I mean, and it's costing them. You got to get there sooner.
Here's Williams, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He still has not missed a shot. Where would they be without him?
Griffin inside. He's covered by Iguodala. Gets it to go.
You know, when he plays well, generally the team does too, and it's exactly what we're seeing here today.
Williams with the ball. Wide open look, and that one's good. 1:07 left to play here in the fourth. It's tipped.
Well, that's only his first turnover, so he's done a nice job here offensively.
Open look. Money! And now they trail by just 4. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Paul. Over Holiday. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. Here's Williams. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Paul against Holiday. Brand passes to Iguodala. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
As if there was any question, Kev. He's just not fazed by the pressure. He stays focused and always makes big plays.
Now Paul. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Rocket 6. On the wing. Yes!
Looking to close this game out strong here.
Yeah, this one will be put away if they can get just a few more buckets. You can put it on ice.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
The idea here, guys, you get the quick score and then immediately foul.
Steve, if they do get that hoop, then they can actually try for a quick steal on the inbounds pass before foul.
And it's Brand that time, and the assist by Holiday.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
A good foul. You've got to stop the clock in this situation.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, the clock is their biggest ally right now. They need as much time as they can.
I know you have to foul, but you don't want to hit a good foul shooter like that.
Yeah, you'd much rather have somebody else get to the line than this guy. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
That will count. No good there. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.